week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, middle.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Ravens 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get this to about the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They're gonna go.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
13.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 11 yards there as they connect on a quick slant. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, we changed it.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Nice work. All right, hey. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready, set.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell them everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Dobbins trying the left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a type of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
We changed it.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Report!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, he's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And now here's another interception. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Dobbins running out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game now? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd and 7, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a give to Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 35 on second down, Tua. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, he's adjusting to the NFL game. Odafe Oweh at 5 sacks as a rookie. He's only scraped the surface of what he can do.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No, we changed it.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
Now Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Tua to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore,